Worldcon Dumpster Fire Edition. All right, I'm going to try to get through everything that is just an absolute train wreck about Worldcon 2021 in one video. We'll see if I can actually do it. There's been so much. We had a lot of fun on Twitter yesterday. If you guys missed it, definitely go over to those threads because it was just amusement nonstop at all the craziness that's going on here. You can see an image here from one of the restrooms here from Discon where they're telling people how to react if men go into the women's restroom and vice versa. If you feel someone is using the wrong bathroom,
don't challenge them, stare at them, or purposefully make them feel uncomfortable. Do respect their privacy, respect their identity, and carry on with your con. We're all simply using the facilities we feel safe in, so don't take this right away from anyone.
I am just so happy that a man can go into the women's restroom, piss on the toilet, seat, and a woman just has to respect that and feel safe about that because that is inclusivity at its finest. Some great stuff from Worldcon. A convention that's supposed to be about science fiction. Now, my name is John Delarose. If you don't know me, I am the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction, #1 best-selling author, award-winning author. For some reason, I was not invited to the convention and was not invited to speak on panels this year. Despite my fame, my popularity, the fact that people love my books, there were lots of panels about how we had to decolonize science fiction, or how human evolution from chimpanzees had to happen, how global warming is destroying everything. It's masquerading as a science fiction convention, but it is a left-wing agenda political convention in reality, and that's why nobody's going anymore. Attendance is down more than 50% from prior years of the convention. It's a train wreck in every single manner, and it's all because of their woke nonsense. Nobody wants to be around this, and nobody wants to deal with this stuff. It's just not fun, so why would you go to it at this juncture? Well, they had a business meeting the other day, and there was a very controversial thing going on where the people at the business meeting were trying to maneuver votes so that 2023 Worldcon would not go to China. And there's a reason for that, because the Chinese government is evil. They have slave labor. I know you're not allowed to say that on YouTube because YouTube might censor you or whatever, but I'm going to anyway because it's the truth. And they're a tyrannical regime who kills their own people, experiments on their own people, creates viruses in labs that screw up the world, little things like that. And of course, that's exactly where Worldcon wants to be. So a lot of people were outraged by this business meeting where some sane people tried to stop the outrageously crazy people from going there, and it lost. So Worldcon is going to be Chinese. The Chi-Coms get Worldcon in 2023. They're going to be influencing culture. They're going to be paying off people from our culture in order to try to screw up our culture. That is the entire intention of all this, but these people are too blinded by their SJW politics to realize this. It's a strange thing also because a weapons manufacturer, for these SJWs who hate guns, hate violence, supposedly love China, doesn't make sense. They have a weapons manufacturer who sponsored the Hugo Awards this year also. The weapons manufacturer builds strategic weapons for America to go bomb Muslim countries. And of course, Worldcon's happy to take their money. Worldcon is happy to be supported by such a group. And that is who these people are. They think they can just skirt by with fake ideals all day long because they preach the woke politics of the day, whatever that happens to be. Well, I made a comment on this link, and I said, you know what? In the future, it'd be better if Worldcon wouldn't spend $100,000 to harass minority authors from attending the convention. And because of this, Worldcon actually shut down the commenting on their Facebook. They flipped out. They blocked me on Twitter. It was a sad day. Mary Robinette Kowal is running Worldcon this year, so of course we're going to have it as woke as possible, and it's going to be as incompetent and destructive as possible. Now here's some comments that came about during Worldcon here. John Scalzi, a semi-famous author who received a very much too large book deal for what he actually sells and what he actually produces. Mr. Scalzi says, one of my detractors today suggested I have advanced my career via blowjobs. Not true, but if it were, that means just a couple of BJs got me a multi-book, multi-million-dollar contract, which is one hell of an endorsement of my oral skills. I'd definitely brag that shit up, folks. So John Scalzi has now implied that he would, in fact, offer men oral sex for money. So Everything we've said about Scalzi validated in one tweet. Some strange they-them author, though, went off on this and says, "This has to be said. Sex work is work. I'm asexual." How's that work? But would I give a blowjob for millions of dollars? Yes, because the 5 minutes of discomfort would be worth not having to live in poverty. Why are they living in poverty? Okay. And providing generational wealth for my family. Well, if they're asexual, how is there going to be generations of their... Never mind. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. They're all crazy. This is disgusting, obviously, and I disavow all this crap. But this is what Worldcon's going off on. Now, it wasn't very long after Worldcon announced that they are requiring the vaccine for everybody who attends the convention. They're making everybody wear masks and social distance, which is not hard because there's not that many people at the convention to begin with. Well, somebody on the staff who was at the convention already got diagnosed positive for COVID-19. I expect to see a lot more of this in the coming days. I expect to see a lot of people from the convention getting sick here. The vaccines, you know what they are starting to say about those now. I won't say it directly on YouTube, but we know. Another epic fail from Worldcon as they try to, quote, protect their people, but they can't do it because of their incompetence. Another thing, I don't actually have the screenshot about this because I'm blocked by Miss Shauna McGuire, multi-time Hugo Award winner Shauna McGuire, who blocked me on my current account even though I've never interacted with her. They had a literal fire break out in their Hugo sort of training room or whatever it was, and they couldn't do rehearsals for the Hugo Awards because all their equipment set on fire. Again, more incompetence, more craziness, more stupidity. It's a literal dumpster fire at Worldcon. Now, the Hugo Awards, of course, went to woke ladies, as it always does, and it went to Tor. Nobody cares at this juncture. The award has sunk so many years ago that nobody even wants to have this award in their right minds. But it's becoming a more and more insular club. It's becoming a smaller club as, these aging, decrepit, fat... Am I allowed to say fat anymore? People on walkers aren't really making it through COVID very well. I expect it to just grow smaller and smaller over time. Next year, it's going to be in Chicago, another corrupt, interesting area. And of course, after that, it goes to China. Now, my prediction is China will be the most successful Worldcon in a long time because the Chinese government is going to put on a show and they're going to do their propaganda with this. I can't believe these people are going for this. This is crazy. They're willing agents of the Chi-Coms at this point. And it's just nuts how far this has fallen. Oh, well, I'm having a lot of fun. And I have books for sale. So if you like actual fun science fiction books, you should check out my Stars Entwined. This is a great series. It's really like Star Trek or Babylon 5, in that vein, but with a brave new vision that has a wonderful sense of wonder, like the old science fiction books, and excellent character and world building. So check this out. The links for my books and all that are in the description below. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel and the books. Thank you for giving me such a great victory over Worldcon. Without you guys, I wouldn't have the will and energy to fight this stuff when they act in such an evil and irresponsible manner towards minority authors like myself and others. But we will prevail, and we'll just keep doing better than them. We'll keep writing books that are better than anything the Hugos have to offer, and we're going to keep winning. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Leave a comment with what you think about this down below, and hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.